Hello, my air signs, my Gemini, my Libra, my Aquarius. Let's see what the week of the 22nd of June holds for you guys. So this is your collective reading. Okay, just about all the cards here just kind of jumped out. Okay. Oh, I did. I just I just dropped about three-quarters of the deck on the floor. Okay. Well, I've got your cards here anyway. The rest will get picked up later on. Whoops. Okay, so we're starting off with a lot of we're starting off with a lot of pentacles. So a lot of earthy energy, work, money, home, that kind of thing. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, validation. So whether this is you and the energy you're bringing forward or somebody else, I'm not sure, but there's somebody here who's really quite savvy. Um, Someone who's smart with money and probably makes pretty good choices. They've created something abundant, like this is someone who's good or certainly has ability to be good with money. That there's skills there, like there's a natural ability there to be quite financially sound. And I would say probably quite secure. Like you make good choices around money. This person, whether it's you or someone else, that make good choices around money. And I want to say that in your career, you've done a lot of training. You're skilled with, like whether it's formal education or anything like that, it doesn't really matter. You're very skilled at what you do. You've done a lot of work on it all. Like you're skilled. Um, but you don't trust in yourself. You don't believe it. And maybe a little bit bored. Like you know, you've grown things, and now I think maybe you feel limited in that capacity. Actually, no, I really want to say that's what it is. Do you know, I this is almost feeling a little bit like this is a journey for you. So you've done well, but I think, that whole glass ceiling concept, I think you've gone as far as you can in something that you're very, very good at. And you feel really limited and bored and not challenged, and maybe there's no way to get promoted anymore. Like there's there's no career development in where you're at right now. So you feel a little bit stuck, or you've been feeling stuck. I think that's actually either come to an end recently or is coming to, because you've been feeling like you don't know that there's a decision, there's been a decision. Oh, I think you've made it. You've made a decision, and it's been really hard to make because you feel like you've been in the dark with things, but you've kind of realized that, oh, actually, I have more autonomy in this situation than I realized. Like things have come to light, you've made the decision, and now you are moving on. So I want to say that you're actually, I'm gonna pull another card here. Yeah, I want to say that you're moving on to a different, maybe a different role somewhere else. I don't feel like it's where you are now, because I think you've learned something about where you are that is making you walk away. You were walking away from it, and there's a heaviness with that because, when you went into it, you were really motivated and excited by it, and now you realize that actually things weren't as they seemed. Maybe you've been lied to. So there's a heaviness, there's a sadness, maybe a bit of grief about moving forward, or maybe you really did love that role, but because you can't advance anymore, you got to move on. But you are going to move on to something that's very fulfilling and dynamic, like where you're moving to. So I think acknowledging the grief around and maybe the sadness around what you're leaving behind, like I think that makes sense. But you're moving forward into something that's going to be really good for you, and is going to give you, it's going to remove that glass ceiling so you can advance in the way that you want to. So that's what the cards are saying for my air signs this week. If this resonated for you, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you back next week for more weekly tarot.